Well, a very good morning to you all. How are you? We are live. It's a Monday morning. It's Make It Monday. It's Natasha Makes. Good morning, good morning. Have you had a lovely weekend? What have you done? Sat in the garden again? Yeah, it's kind of like that, isn't it? It's like Groundhog Day. Let me see if I can see who is with us this morning. The joys of the internet, eh? I can never quite work it out. I have to sort of refresh my page and then come back to you. What a busy week I've had. It's been fab. It's been, I'm going to say a little challenging at times logistics-wise, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So, so last week, obviously, we did Make It Monday, Textile Tuesday. Then on the Wednesday, I got to travel down to London to Kaif's house, Kaif and Brandon's house down in North London, and spend an amazing day in their company, which was just phenomenal because they have a new book coming out, which is awesome, and we will be having that on a pre-sale. Comes out, we'll be loading it very soon, and it will be dispatched first week of August. So really not long to wait, like 2 weeks or so. That's it. Who have we got? Well, yeah, and it just struck me, thinking about it this morning, I have been, this year, for the last however many weeks, I've been here, I've been to the post office, maybe the chip shop a couple of times, distancing, and to Hochanda, and that has been it. Not even the supermarket, nothing. So to suddenly go, oh, I'm just going to nip to London was a bit like, oh, what? But we had the most amazing time. So yeah, it's been incredible. You see, I haven't even walked the dogs. Oh, what's that doing on there? I walk the dogs on our own land, so it's not even like I'm out walking the dogs. So, you know, it's all been good. And then, so that was Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday I was at Hochanda. So Saturday, Sunday, you can imagine, were spent getting all your orders together. They are now at the post office as we speak, being sorted through. In fact, I'm half expecting a phone call from the post office to say, can you top up your drop and go account, please? Because all I have to do is walk through, dump them and go. It's great. Don't have to queue or anything. Right, who do we have with us this morning? We've got Heather, good morning, and Julia, hello, and Fiona, a very good morning to you too. She's put a little rainbow. Beautiful, beautiful. Pam's there as well, hello, and Beverly, good morning to you, and Susan, good morning from Aberdeen. It's coffee time. Oh, it's a bit earlier for me, much earlier. And then Janet says good morning, and Sue as well, and Michelle, and Jan, and Linda, and Penny, hello. Sunny again when you live, Penny. This is great. And then Shirley says, good morning, Natasha. Bright but cool here in Saintfield this morning. We were saying this morning. I love fulfilling your orders because I love seeing your names coming through and seeing the names here and seeing the names there. And it's really lovely. But some of the places you live sound amazing. Some of you got great addresses, and I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, Janet says you look lovely in your interview last week. Thank you. Well, that was the other weird thing I suddenly realised. I've actually seen Brandon and Kaif more this year than my entire family. Haven't seen them at all. Not one. Not a single member of my family, apart from obviously the ones I live with, like my husband and kids. So it was like, this is really strange. But yeah, so Brandon has said to me, Natasha, you need to wear more colour. So I was like, right, I'm going to give you some colour. Hence the trousers. So, but yeah, and then the other thing I realised is that I spend half my life trying on Kaif's clothes, which sounds really odd when I say it out loud. But when my very first interview that I did with him back in 2017, he had this amazing jacket and he's like, try it on. So I tried it on and there's photos of me going like, with Kaif's jacket on. And then they had their design, I think it was Coach, made their coats. And they had one fresh out the wrapper that had not been on or anything. And I'm just looking at it and it's got colours that are the same colour as my trousers. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. So yeah, I had to try that on. Just so lovely. Laurie says, morning, Natasha. Lots of smiles and hugs and things. Hello, hello, hello. Laurie, I want to say are you Suffolk or Norfolk? I want to say you're Suffolk. Because if so, you want to watch Kate's interview. Joanne says, morning from a sunny Snowdonia. I've never been. And this is the other thing. I realise there are so many places in the UK that I haven't been to. And I need to go. So Snowdonia is one of them. I might have to take the hounds there. Anne Atwood says, good morning from the Lake District. You live all over the place. This is fabulous. Hi from a sunny Tynemouth. Hello, hello, hello to you, Stephanie. And Karen says, morning, Tasha. No pink trousers today. They're in the wash. They're in the wash. Because you've got to do that, haven't you? Wash. Well, I mean, everyone should wash. But, you know, the minute you come in, wash. And Leslie says, good morning. Oh, my word, the Christmas fabrics are amazing. I know. Right, I need to tell you about these before we go any further. I am really limited on the stocking. I was going to demo the stocking today. And I rang Lewis and Irene this morning. All of these are Lewis and Irene fabrics. And I rang them this morning to say, do you have any more? Because when I placed all of my Lewis and Irene orders for the year in February, I wasn't even a month old. Natasha Makes was not even a month old in terms of shows. So I think I was very conservative. I didn't realise what a community we would build. So I am quite limited on that. When it's gone, it's gone. Lewis and Irene are checking. Lovely Charlotte, bless her. She is checking with the warehouse to see if there are any more. So basically it's first come, first serve. But here's the thing. With this, you will probably want to put some wadding behind it. So you'd have your backing fabric, your wadding, and then this gorgeous top. This is your hanging, by the way, this little bit here. So what I've done is I've also put on the website... So this is wadding. It's doubled over, but there you go. That'll do one side and then the other because it's folded in half there, which is exactly the right size for anybody that's going, oh, I don't have any wadding, or if you're not sure if you have, because there'd be nothing worse with it than getting it home and your offcuts not being wide enough. So if you want to add those into your baskets, or if you just want some wadding, then there they are, and that is to complement that. There we go. Morning, Tasha. Jane from Middleton Cheney here. Love Cave, and it's your fault. Do you know what? There are worse things I've been blamed for. So I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. And Leslie says, good morning. Sean, hello, hello, hello. And Carol, hello from a sunny Northumberland. And Nicholas watching as well. Good morning. From a sunny Cambridgeshire, says Julia. Hello, hello, hello. Heather's in a caravan. Sewing a Joe Carter parrot. Amazing. Good on you. Good on you. Becky says, glad you enjoyed your day out. Love the pics of the house. Hope everyone is well this morning. Do you know what? I'm drip feeding the pictures. They were very generous with the access that we were allowed, which was basically everywhere. And they kind of stayed upstairs and let us roam with the camera, which was really lovely. Yeah, and we did check. Like, they've seen all my photos and they're happy. It's all good. So, you know, you've got to be respectful, haven't you? This is their home. Veronica's in Grimsby. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. And Cass is there as well, and Claire. My goodness, haven't you been sewing up a storm with your masks? And Adele, I've got you on big TV today. Not at work. I've got a fire stick. Happy days. I don't really understand what all that means, but good. I don't really understand what a fire stick is. But it sounds exciting. Sandra, good morning. Veda, good morning. And Janice, hello, hello, hello. And Lorraine and Sharon as well. Hello. And Elizabeth, good morning, good morning. And Julia as well. Good morning from a sunny Leicestershire. I used to live in Leicestershire many moons ago. I went to Market Bosworth School what was it, the Dixie Grammar School, only for a year. And then I went back down south. Sam's there as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Jill. And Sue from sunny old Cornwall. First batch of washing done and wafting at the sea. Do you know, Sue, I gave up putting my washing out when we lived in Cornwall because we lived right in the middle of Bodmin Moor. The wind was so ridiculous that I'd find half my washing, you know, in the Ford or something. Oh, great, there it goes again. But we had a wind turbine, so our electricity was generated, so I didn't feel guilty about using a tumble dryer. That was my little luxury. Oh, good morning from a sunny Middlezoy in Somerset. Sounds good, doesn't it? Gosh, that was hard work getting here this morning. Helen, where have you been? What have you been doing? And Amanda says, morning from my bed. Not well. Oh, no. Oh, Amanda, get well soon. And Marion's there as well. And Sue's getting her holiday home ready for the summer. Everything needs refreshing. Yeah, a bit of air in there. Yeah, Laurie, it is Suffolk. How far are you from Lavenham? That's what I want to know. Morning, Kaz. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Amanda's West Suffolk. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, another one from Suffolk, says Janet. Oh, my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Just ordered 2 of the table runner placement panels. Phew, I've got them. Always a big Christmas, have a big Christmas table. And Elizabeth said, my mum bought me a Fire Stick. I didn't know I could do that. Well, I don't know what it does, so I don't know what you're doing with it. I've no idea. Oh, here we go. A Fire Stick is from Amazon. Means I can watch YouTube and Facebook Lives on the TV. Oh, Adele, that's very clever. Oh, that's very clever. Very clever indeed. You are a clever lot. I'm the biggest technophobe out there. Everybody else has to make this happen. So when it goes wrong, I just stand there and go, turn it off and on. I don't know. Who knows? I can work a glue stick and an iron. Talking of which, we will be making this morning. We're going to make some fabric snowflakes. Now, did you make these as kids? Out of fabric? Out of paper, rather. Well, you can make them out of fabric. I will show you how. These, I have to tell you, are the table runner and the placemats. So you can either have it as... Oh, hello, someone from Slough is ringing. I don't think we need that right now. So you can either have your table runner and then you can have that as, well, you can either have 4 place settings or you can have 2 and have them double-sided. I would Odecoat because, well, I'm messy, basically, and I have children who are messier. The other thing that I've done for you so that you can have those and have it go much further is look. I'd like to give myself a little pat on the back here for managing to find fabrics that went. Here we are. So these are your complimentary Lewis and Irene fabrics. We have got holly, ivy and berry. There. But it just means that you could then back these with that. And then you get the most out of your beautiful fabrics. Fear not, because you're going to want something here, right? Ta-da! Look what we have here, complimentary blues. So these are the Lewis Irene complimentary blues. And they are also on the website. Now, I need to apologise because last week I made an error. Hands up, my fault. And I asked the makes team to load the William Morris blue with 3 complementary colours. Here it is. Let's take a little look at this. And I put the wrong price. I put it as if it had 4 complementary colours, not 3. So apologies, the price has been amended. I was like, that's strange. Why hasn't that sold? And then I realised it's because I'd completely overpriced it. So I do, well, actually, no, it was like what normal people would pay, but, you know, we could do good value here. So there we go. That's that. So that is on the website and priced as it should be. Oh yeah, what was I saying? So this week has been particularly crazy. So all of your orders, like I say, have gone out now. So, you know, there might have been a slight delay with some of you, and hands up, apologies for that. Right, back in stock, because if we're talking Lewis and Irene and you asked for more, and I did manage to get more, the snail, Cyril the snail. And again, here he is, he, she, and now we've got more back in stock. I can make one for Emily. Actually, what I might do is do one for Freddie and one for Emily. Then there can be no arguments, tears or anything else. So yeah, I do have some more of those. They're up on the website because, you know, you asked and that I could get more of. So I have the velvets. Let's talk velvets as well this morning. Oh, I don't know where the other one is. Oh, and it goes down the post office. Oh no. I've got, I can show you it from last week because we started playing with it last week. This is the colour of the royal blue. So maybe you want to back, I don't know why I didn't think of this. Maybe you want to back your stocking in velvet, and then you could put a little velvet top round the top. Oh, it would be so sumptuous. The red's there, that's the red. And then I've also got like it's a navy blue, but it's a really dark, like midnight blue, which is gorgeous. And then there's the green, hurrah, which would work beautifully over here, I thought. So yeah, these are the velvets. They are sold, I believe, by the half metre. Please allow a few days extra if you are buying fabric that we are cutting to order, because, you know, we have to cut it to order. Takes a bit extra. 8 stockings left. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Right. Here we go. Let me pop that in. Yeah, you're going to have to be quick on the old stocking front, I'm afraid. Let me show you these velvets. Just because when I think Christmas, I think velvet for some reason. So there we go. They are, yeah. Everything sticks to them. There we are. So royal, red, navy, green, bottle green. They are your velvets. They are lush. Lush, lush, lush. Just nice having the stash, actually. And ouch. We will be doing, as we get closer and closer, we will be doing more Christmassy makes. Now, other things to tell you about. As you know, we have a warehouse that we are slowly moving into. It's taking a while. It's busy schedules and everything else. So we're having to look through here and seeing what do we want to take with us? What can we sell you? What's just going to take up too much room over there? What do we want to lug over there? So basically this has preempted a summer sale for us. And threads, guys, threads. These are 1,000 metre spools in here and you get 20. Now these should have been $29.99. I've taken them down to $9.99. I just need the space, okay? So if you would like these, they are mixed. They're all polyester spun. You've got Moon and Speedway, and Speedway is like the commercial one they put into the shops from Coates Moon. So, but there's all sorts, all good quality. There's some swan in there and shirt. There's all sorts in there. And if you're buying a multiple of them, then I'll try and get you some different colours in there. But what they're great for are those neutral tones. So you get the odd sort of bright colour. Like this one's got a yellow and a pink and an orange in there. But you've also got creams and greys and earthy tones as well, which are the great ones to sew with. They're the ones that I sew with all the time, especially when I go to Hochanda or anything like that and I'm not quite sure what fabrics I'm going to be working with. I always make sure, well, that I take this with me. And this is basically full of different coloured threads. I've put 2 of those in there so that I know I've always got the right colour. I'm getting a lot of messages here. Is this anything I need to look at? Let me see. Only 12 thread bundles left. Okay, okay. Only 3 Cyrils left. Okay, I think, Ems, having had a little rootle around, you could probably add a few more threads, I would say. I may have the wadding price wrong. What price is it, Linda? I didn't check that this morning. I don't know. I'll get someone to check that, the wadding price. We'll have a look. But anyway, have a look at those. Yes. Inga, is that you back? Could you have a little count up of the threads, please, and see how many we have, so that we can add a few more if needs be. We've only got 12 left. How many threads we've got? Yeah, bags, not individual. Should be there all day. Thank you. Oh, it's all good fun. Right, the cave quilt wall, of course, that will be arriving any day, so we'll be able to send that out to you. That is available by the meter. Lots of you taking advantage of that. Oh, Pit and Weem, Ginny, yes. I've had a look at Pit and Weem and it looks amazing, and it's on my to-go-to list because it looks beautiful. And it turns out, my mum was saying this to me on the phone yesterday. She was saying, oh, you know, Susie used to live near Pit and Weem, and she says it's a gorgeous seaside town, like typical seaside town. So it's on my list. Right, let's see other fabrics that we have for you this morning. Now, I'm in a bit of a mess. Here we go. To go with this collection, basically there are two Christmas collections, but they sort of work together. So if you wanted this, these are your little stars in the middle here, and it's behind the robin as well. I've got the robin fabric, and I've also got the deer fabric, the deer and the hare fabric. I'll show you this. But then this is the star fabric that is in that centre bit there. Let me show you this on a close up. Isn't that pretty? And that's all your stars. There we go. And so that is part of the collection that goes with the robins. There we go. Aren't those robins sweet? And again, you can see that little star is echoed in there. And I also love that the colours are in baubles down the side. And then this is your deer and hare fabric. Oh, I think they are pretty much multi-directional. There. And then, so, whoops, excuse me. There we go. They were the complementary ones that went with that. And that go with that. There we are. And that all works with this, which is your table runner and your place settings, or as standalone fabrics. I thought about bundling them. I thought about doing just a big bundle of all of that, and I thought, no. Let's be cautious with people's budgets. Because I want to show you how to do these gorgeous stars, and I thought actually for that, you know, you might not want the full shebang, but let me just show you that if you did, these are the three. There you go. There they are all together, looking gorgeous, with your robins upside down after I so carefully put them so that they looked at me the right way up. Honestly, just some of these mornings. And then, right. Now, some of these fabrics we will cut to order, so please bear with us. This is just divine. It's a border. And this is from, so this fabric, the blues and the greens, and the reds are from the New Forest Christmas collection. But then Lewis and Irene, for the first time, have started to team up with other designers, and the effects are beautiful. So this is Eva, I can't pronounce her surname, and which is very rude of me, but I don't want to get it wrong. Let's just call her Eva M for now. And you've just got this exquisite landscape, and you have it top and bottom. Christine says, morning, all late to the party again. That's all right, we're not keeping count. There you go. Aren't they gorgeous? So that's the same top and bottom, okay, which of course then works with this, which is available by the ½ meter. But then, oh my goodness, I have a panel for you. And it is, I think it's, so for each oh gosh, busy standing on my thingamajiggy. Inga has so carefully cut these for you, because when you get fabric on the bolt, obviously it's folded in half, but when you get something like this, you can't just cut it in case the fold isn't exactly half. So we had to unravel the whole thing to make sure that you got all of these little 5-inch squares. Aren't they just divine? So each of those little squares is 5 inches. I mean, look. There are 21 different designs. These have been pre-cut into panels. It's 18 inches wide, the panel, by 44 inches along. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Yes, Sheena, I completely agree. Look at, and it's one of those fabrics that the more you look at them, the more you find in there. Hang on, where's my favourite one? Don't know where my favourite one is. Aren't they gorgeous? Hang on. I'm trying to show you as we go along. Oh, hang on. Is it here? Look at them doing snow angels. So hang on, I think they're about 7 long and 3 wide, so it's what, 21 little 5-inch squares in the panel. Just gorgeous, and so of course, let me just, sorry for scratch, excuse me, if you're wanting to make it go further, then there is your blue bundle that works with all those different tonal blues. Okay, so yeah, I mean, beautiful. So that is this morning's offering. I really hope you like it. I'm trying to get more of the panels for you, because I think that these will be really, really popular. Oh yeah, so just so that you get an idea, that's what each panel has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are. Okay. Now, I really wanted to do the stocking demo. I really did. But I then realised that would take 1 out of circulation, and I was quite limited on it anyway. So I thought, what else can I do? What else are we going to do with all of this gorgeous Christmas fabric? I mean, look. Isn't that just gorgeous? And the pattern repeat on this is every 30 centimetres. So if you are just getting a ½ metre, you will get the full pattern repeat almost twice. There we go. This one's mine. Just thinking, what one have I cut into? Can't find the panel on the website. Oh, I'm sure someone can help you there, Linda. It's very difficult. I can't from here. But I'm sure one of the makes team, I'm sure, will be able to help you. Or if it's not showing, it might be that it's sold out. I don't know. Good morning, Natasha. Love the crisp material that you have. Would it be possible to window theme? Yes, you could do a window theme. Yes, you could, Sonia. And Jess, morning, Jess. She says she loves these ranges. Didn't you do a quilt or something out of them? Did I just make that up? And biased Eva's fabric range. They are stunning. I've kept all my scraps. The dark blue is just gorgeous. The panel images are divine. So many options. I know. I kind of had a feeling that I want to say that you. If I'm making it up, just ignore me. And Karen says, "Well, that's my Christmas dress sorted." Karen, your dresses are just incredible. And Debbie's just got in. Phew. Hello. Good morning. Loving the Christmas vibe, but can't help wondering where we're all going to be come Christmas. How back to normal will we be? I don't know. I don't know what normal is anymore, but I'm not sure with my family what normal is anyway. You know, we're don't know. We're a mad lot, and it's all good. Right. If you were after binding for any of these, then I have got back in stock the binding by the 50-meter roll. And yeah, so they work rather lovely in your navy and your royal. Or I thought over here, the red and the bottle green were particularly lovely, especially if you wanted binding for around there. The other thing to say is on the website, we also have, if you're doing these as your table runners, and if you've got a fancy schmancy table that you don't want to damage, this is your insulated wadding. This is the 22.5-inch wide one, so you could get yourself a bit of that. Or if you want the wider one, that's on the website as well. But that just means that reflects the heat back up, so it's better for using as a wadding for that. Have we got to the bottom of Wadding Gate? Do we know what the price was? What was wrong with it? Danielle says, love the panel. Is it possible to add one to the order I made yesterday? I've already packed the orders from yesterday. So I'm ahead of the game. Honestly, I was so behind with orders. I just had to spend all my time. Right. I don't know what's going on with the panel. With that, I'll just get it out of the way. Right. So there. If you were a child in the 80s or 90s at school, then invariably you will have been made to make your own Christmas decorations in the last week of term. Right. Oh, Karen says that she searched for Lewis and Irene and the panel came up. There we go. How are you spelling Lewis? It's Lewis, not Lewes like the place. Right. Yeah, so you may well have, as a child, made the snowflakes out of paper. Fabulous. But what about out of fabric, hey? What about doing that? It is possible. And if you already know how to do it, then you won't need the instructions. That's absolutely fine. If you don't know how to do it, then I will have instructions for you. Yeah, so you will have the instructions. Sorry, just read one of those. Yeah, Danielle. So they've already been taken off the system. Yeah, to be fulfilled. Right. So let's see. On the website, you will find the instructions with this stuff. Now, this is a slightly thicker version of the Mist Diffuse, and it's called Bond and Repair. Okay, and I managed to source this in the UK, which means it's cheaper than the Mist Diffuse, because it hasn't had to travel as far, right? But it's along the same lines as your Mist Diffuse, in that it's just a web of adhesive. Now, if you buy this with the instructions, you get 1/2 meter for £9.99. And then if you just want to get this and just get 1 meter of this, and it's 150 centimeters long, by the way. and no, wide, sorry, 150 centimeters wide. So there's a lot. So I wanted to bring this at a really affordable price, because so often these things come in from America and we have to charge more than I feel comfortable with, but it just covers all your duties and everything else. So to find this actually in the UK on a roll, and that of course makes it more accessible as well, on a roll, just thrilled me. I was like, yay! So it's $9.99 for a meter as well. Okay, so without further ado, what are we going to do? Well, the first thing that we are going to do is cut up some fabric. Now, the thing with the stars, and again, that was why I put the complementary bundles together, is that you really want to have contrasting colours. So I've got the dark stars there and then the light blue there. So it gives you that contrast. Heather's gutted that the panel is gone. The one with the little 5-inch squares? Bear with me. I'm trying to get hold of some more. I might be able to get hold of some more. I'm waiting on that phone call, and as soon as I know, I will let you know. So if I don't know during the show, then when I find out later, just keep an eye on Facebook, because I'll post on there if I can get some more. Yeah, phone calls this morning. So decide what size you want your snowflake to be. So I used 5-inch squares. So each one of those is a 5-inch square. So I would cut my fabric here to probably an inch bigger. And normally, you know me, I would even off the edges, but I'm just going to cut to 6 inches. Take to one side, and then my other one as well. So if you are getting the ½ meter with your instructions, then you're going to be able to do loads. And then if you just want to have it in your stash. So bond and repair was originally actually for clothing. So when you've got a hole, or well, to give you an idea of price, you know the little strips of it that you can buy to hem your trousers if you want to hem them without having to actually sew anything, which is very handy when you've got kids. Then it's the same stuff, but you pay like $3.99 for tiny little strips, and for $9.99 you get a meter by 150 centimeters. So, you know, there's a lot there. Or if you're getting the instructions with it, then for the same price you get ½ meter, but you'll still be able to make lots. So I've cut my strips, and this is the full width of the fabric, full 44 inches, selvage to selvage, 6 inches. I am then going to get, looks like a veil, doesn't it? Obviously, I've had a good old go at this. Yeah, so that's the width of it, but then mine's a bit chewed at the end. Yours will be pristine. Yours will not be chewed. So I'm going to just fold and fold and fold. And then I'm going to have to fold it again. So I'm going to cut this slightly smaller than my 6 inches. I'm going to cut this to 5.5. Why, I hear you say? Because I'm going to sandwich them and then trim everything back. Okay, so there we go. Put that down on the floor. And it just saves me worrying about whether or not I'm going to gunk up my iron. I could, of course, cut it to exactly the same size and just put it in my pressing sheet. That's absolutely fine too. So we're going to have, and I'm going to layer it up on my mat. Right side, let me get everything out of the way. By the way, the pressing mats, I realise that a lot of you are buying, will end up buying both, the big one and the little one. So if you think that's going to be you, I have put them, oh gosh, I haven't cut that very straight, have I? I have put them on a little bit of a discount. So I think I've taken £5 off when you buy 2. Again, all part of my little summer sale. And just to, you know, to ease the cost. I do appreciate these things are not cheap. Right, so I'm layering bottom fabric, then my heat and bond, and then my contrast fabric goes on top. Now, with the Salt Batiks, you decide if there's a right and a wrong, or whatever fabric you're using, the correct side needs to be facing out. Okay. And then just layer them up. And press. And so because I cut the bond and repair slightly smaller, I haven't got anything oozing over the edge. But if I were worried, like I say, I'd just use my pressing mat and we'd all be good. There would be nothing to worry about. So this is going to take me a little time. Let's see who else is here. Cheryl says thank you. I have no idea. Oh, Val got her panel. Phew, she says. Oof. Oh yeah, Jess says yes, I did. I made the night sky tree star quilt shown at Stitches. That's where I saw it as I sat and made my order. Absolutely, just beautiful. Free pattern coming soon on the Lewis and Irene site. The panel has 21 images. That's what I thought, yeah. So perfect as a star block tree. Note one of the images has a white background, hence the star at the top of the tree. Got the panel. Get the panel, you'll not regret it. Well, I'm trying to get more, Jess. Yeah, absolutely. So we're just pressing these together. But thank you for that. Do you know what? I really like it when I'm not mad. Some days I do think, am I going crazy? And then, yeah, when I haven't dreamt stuff, I'm pretty sure that you did make a quilt. Good, good, good. So yeah, just using this as an adhesive in between. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, you are. That's what I love about the Facebook comments, actually, is that you guys do all chat amongst yourselves. It's become a lovely social place. I like that. I like it when Facebook is used for good, for the power of good we like. Do you know what? These Salt Batiks, especially in this light blue, absolutely divine, because it just looks like snow. You know how snow has that blue tinge to it? It just looks like that. They are really, really very gorgeous. Right, let me add that a little bit in. Now again, this is like working with the Mistifuse. If you miss a bit, don't worry, just go back and pop a bit on. And off we go again. So I should probably also tell you that this time next week I am having a holiday. Yes, I am. I have had 3 days off this year because I work weekends. And I'm just grinning to myself because there was a little Facebook troll the other day who seemed to think that everything was just given to me on a plate. I'm like, I've had 3 days off this year, so no. And generally they're at least 12-hour days, but it doesn't matter because I love what I do. But it did just make me smile. People's assumptions when they don't know you. Anyway. Yeah, we are having a holiday. We are having a few days with kids. So I couldn't obviously go away and leave you lot uncatered for. So on Monday, you will have the CAFE interview. And then throughout the week, there will be, again, as part of the summer sale, it's only going to be like this week and next week with the summer sale, there will be amazing deals to be had on our Facebook page and on our website. So basically check into the website every day and yeah, pick up. There are some amazing deals. How do I know? Because I've been, on top of being here, there and everywhere, I have also been having to get a week ahead with everything and get everything loaded and everything else. So, and also next week, Emma, who does all my accounts and everything, is moving back to the UK. So she's out of commission as well. So we had to come up with a plan for next week, and it all actually merged beautifully. Right, we started off with 6 inches. We're going to trim back to 5, okay, which means that we will have that bond and repair within the parameters. We haven't wrecked our iron. Hooray. Still got a few of the mini irons, by the way. And off we go. I like the mini iron because you have the option to steam. I don't always steam, but occasionally I want to. And if I do, then I've got it there. Also, and this is ridiculous, I actually treated myself to a new blade on my rotary cutter. And you know when you just go, why did I not do that weeks ago? It's like when you put a new needle, isn't it, into your sewing machine and you just go, why was I struggling? I obviously had a nick or something in the blade. Why was I making life difficult? Now, right, let's have a look. So now what we're going to do, you can make these any size, by the way. You just make your square any size. I can't remember if that was 5 or 5.5 inch in the end. Let me see, I cut one of them wrong. Let's see. Oh, it's 5. Okay, so that's 5. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 6 of those. I initially did 7 because it looked really lovely and full. But then when it hung, it didn't hang quite right because of the weight. So actually just have a play, see what you fancy. But I'm going to do 6 this time. I think it's going to look lovely. So 5 and 10 and 15. And then do you know what? I'll have a couple spare. You also, the other thing to mention on this is that you don't have to. I cut myself a couple spare because sometimes I don't really pay attention and I cut it the wrong way. But now it doesn't matter. I'm going to pop a glue gun on. Now, you don't have to glue gun it. If you want to sew it, sew it. You just pop a little, there we go. You just pop a little stitch where I'm going to pop a little dab of glue. Okay, it is entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. I haven't tried actually. Your Powertex might do it as well, the Powertex glue. Oh, hi Anne. So yeah, have a little think and see how you want to do it. So I would imagine the Powertex would work, but I would clip it. I'm going for the good old glue gun, which I only ever seem to use for making Christmas decorations. I never use it the rest of the year, and yet it's there. Right, we are going to fold on a diagonal like so, and then we are going to fold again like so. Now this is the bit, but luckily we're going to do this 6 times, so you're going to be absolutely fine. You've got one bit where it's folded twice and one bit where it's folded once. You are going to cut towards the folded once bit, okay? So if you're right-handed, I would suggest that you hold it on the nose where you've got 2 folds become 1, and then your raw edges down the side there. Raw edges down the side there. And then, if you want to measure this out, then do. I'm going to cut 1, and I'm going to cut up there quite close. 2, 3, and 4, like that. Isn't this style fabric fabulous? When it opens out, it's going to look like that. So let's repeat that, make sure that we've got this right. Fold it like so. Like so. Hold it on the nose there, so that you've got your fold there your double fold. Oh, there's a little shooting star. Double fold there. And then you've got all your raw edges there. And again, we're going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's up to you how many cuts you make. These are your stars, and how wide apart you have them. You can measure them if you want to make sure. Do you want to see that one more time? Should we show you that one more time? And of course the bond and repair is just holding those 2 layers of fabric together absolutely perfectly. So, oh, look at that, nearly didn't. Hold it on the nose. Ba, ba, ba. Top fold there like that. Double fold underneath. And cut. 1, 2. If you cut it the other way, it looks like that. Just, you know, obviously, I did that for you guys. So basically, if you do it the wrong way and you cut rather, so I should have cut along there, and instead I had it the wrong way and I cut along there, along that double fold there. Yeah, don't do it that way. Okay. There we go. That's so just repeat that. It's quite therapeutic. You could make a few of these of an evening, couldn't you? Just sat in front of the TV or outside in the sunshine. That would be nice. So I honestly have to talk this through to myself, making sure that I've got those on the outside. 1, 2, and 3. And 4. If you don't want to glue these, then just pop a little stitch in. I'll show you in just a minute. We are nearly there. Nearly there, nearly there. But I quite like things that are repetitious. But there's always that moment where it's easy to get complacent and be like, yeah, and not think properly. And that's when little mistakes sneak in. So I would say if you're doing the 5-inch, then cut the whole width of your fabric, because then you'll have 2 spare. So there's a bit of wiggle room. And of course you could mix and match this with other colours as well. If you've gone for the complementary Lewis and Irene bundle, then you've got light and dark fabrics in there. So you wouldn't even have to use your posh fabrics. You could just do it in those. And they're rather gorgeous. There we go, last one to do. Whoop. But again, you can do 6 folds, you can do 7 folds, it's up to you. This is a 6-folded star, 6-sided star. Are we all okay so far? Oh, Janet says, how's the horse? I think all the animals know that we want a holiday, because Eric's now got an abscess. Eric the dog has got an abscess in his face. I mean, you wouldn't know. He's still charging around with the puppies like an absolute lunatic. So he's not showing any signs of it actually being a problem. Maud has had an ear infection. She's now had her 2nd lot of antibiotics and steroids. She's on the mend. Obviously, Kai, the horse, went down with colic and ended up at the referral unit for a week. He's now back, but can't have hay. All my horses are fed hay 24/7. Slightly problematic. So, and he has to have really wet feeds. So he's being fed every 3 hours. So Stephen does the last feed about midnight before he comes to bed. Then I get up at 3 to then make sure, because the last thing you want is them left with horses. They always should have something in their tummy, just for good gut health, because they're grazers. You know, they're foragers and grazers by nature. So yeah, it's been a fun week. But on the plus side, getting up at 3 has meant an extra hour of work. Yay! People ask, how do you get everything done? Yeah, that's how. But no, thank you very much. Fingers crossed, he's on the mend, because it wasn't just colic, he also has asthma, so we have to be really careful about what he's fed anyway. But he is the most divine horse, so you know, we pull out all the stops and we do everything for him, because you know, once any animal is here, they're part of the family, whether they like it or not. So that's what, when I say my family is mad, that's what I mean. They're mad. Yeah, the dogs, the cats, everything. Oh, see, I got into a cat fight yesterday. Why cat fight sounds so awful? And it bit him. It actually bit him. And he was hopping around on one leg. That's what I mean. I mean, look, anymore. No, I shouldn't ask that, should I? Really shouldn't. Anyway, right, back to the demo. So, because you know, that's what we're here for. So when you've cut it like that, and that's what it should look like when they're all cut, we are going to take the first little one, pop a dab of glue, or if you want to, you can stitch and then just pop one on top of the other like that. So that is what I'm going to do. I am not going to do a funny angle with hot glue because, you know, health and safety and all that. If you have got your little mini quilting clips that we had on the show the other day, now's the time to whip them out, because that's what you want to see. So it's just clip there just while the glue dries, and then flip it to the other side. And going forward, I'm always going to start on the light blue side. Okay. But anyway, thank you, Janet, for asking. So again, a little dab of glue there. So it'll go like that. Bear with, bear with. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now, you can just hold it for a second, or especially if you're using something like a glue gun. And every time I'm just going to flip. So I'm going to do my little dab of glue, flip it over there like that, and then flip. I meant to prep one of these halfway through so you guys didn't have to just sit and watch me glue stuff. But you know, we'll chat. It'll be fine, right? Be absolutely fine. And you'll see that we'll just build this up step by step by step, and it'll be fine. So what you are left with is this. So you can see every opposite one. Ah, there, it's starting to make sense, isn't it? Every opposite one we've glued, or you can stitch. Okay, so don't go, oh, I don't have a hot glue gun, Natasha, I can't make this project. Yeah, you can. Just get some thread. You know, it's not a bit of a deal. Get some thread and you'll be absolutely fine. But this is why you want the contrasting colours, you see? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, and then basically just repeat. Oh, Hazel said, good to hear you're going for a break. Yes, yes we are. We have not had a proper family holiday since Freddie was 2.5. It's not always easy, you know, to get away with all the animals and everything. And also just life and whatnot takes over. And before you know it, you've been... Now, these little middle ones I will always pin, just because I'm trying not to put too much glue on. This is why I don't normally use glue guns. But they are actually really good. When you get used to them, they are incredibly good. And just a little dab on there. I'm not sure with these, because this it sort of charges it. But I don't know, just remember, I've got to remember to flip. Remind me to flip. So do one side. And if you are using the hot glue gun, please be careful of your fingers. working with Jane Alcott the other day. She's got like asbestos fingers because she used to be a chef. She's like, oh, no, it's fine. I've got asbestos fingers. She really has. She really has. I'm just looking to see where I've got more glue sticks because I think that's going to be the next thing, is that I'm going to run out of glue. But I know that in the cupboards over there, I've got loads. Should have thought of that, shouldn't I? Now, the next thing that you want to do, so when you've got two together, is put them like that, and I'm going to glue, and I do this as I go along. I don't wait till the end. I'm going to glue that bit there onto that bit there. So we'll glue those there, and then the middle bits, I'm going to glue that bit there to that bit there, like so. And you start to build up. But otherwise, if you wait until the end and glue all the outside bits, then it's quite tricky. There you go, that one there. And that down the bottom there. But the thing to watch is, take my little clip out. Is to make sure that you start. You know, I said I was going to start with the light side facing up and start with the middle from there. Then that gives you that consistency. It doesn't matter. And the one behind me, I didn't do that. So the points go off in all sorts of different directions. And it really doesn't matter. I don't know that anyone would have noticed if I hadn't have just told everybody. But, as you repeat, if you want that consistency all the way around, that is what you will have to do. I'm kind of tempted to go and get another quick glue stick. Bear with. I can see them. I'm almost organised. And what's more, the really amazing thing is that I can actually reach my shelves because the stuff is getting into the warehouse. It's so exciting. Now then, hi everyone, back again. Let me check that's the right size. Yes, it is. If you have a glue gun and the glue runs out, can I just give you this little top tip? Just put a bit of hot glue onto that end there and then stick it onto the end there. That is just the best way. Let's get it on there so that it can have a little heat up. There we go. And so we just repeat. Sonia says missed out on both the Christmas panels. Yeah, the phone call has been made, Sonia. As soon as I know if I've got any more. Hazel says that's a beast of a gun. Yeah, it is. But it wasn't actually very expensive, I don't think. I like the hold the nose bit. It looks a bit like a fish with two fins coming from underneath. Yes. Sonia says, thank you, the Makes team, for your information. I don't know what information they've given you, but I'm glad they've been helpful. Oh, Sally Ann says, hi Tash, my daughter's horse is allergic to glass, so feeding her is awkward. I know, they shouldn't be, right? They shouldn't be. So Kai is laminitic, horribly laminitic, so can't eat the grass. Now it turns out that he has basically horse asthma, so struggles with the hay. You just go, what? What is going on? And Becky says, thank goodness for pet insurance. Yeah. Had he been insured? How about trying mini press studs to hold flat and put away for next year? Ooh, yeah. Brilliant Christmas ornaments. I will be making some of these this weekend for myself and daughter-in-law when I finish night duty. Yes, do it. Came across a mini glue gun the other day. Oh, you also use silicone tips for your fingers. Oh, that's good. And Michelle says, I'm new to your site. I like all your makes. I'm watching on the TV, so can't join in the chatting. I'm working from home on the phones. Sound turned down. Been waiting for Christmas. Love it. Michelle, lots of people turn the sound down, to be honest, when I'm chatting. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We're comfortable with that. Oh, look, I've got a spare one here. I could pop that on. That would speed things up a bit, wouldn't it, for you all? Let me, here we go. This was, so this, you might wonder, where did she just whip that one up from? This one was the, you know, I just said I started off with 7. Yeah, I didn't like it with 7. I was like, oh, it looks really full and beautiful. And it did, but actually, meh. It just didn't hang right. The weight of it all just pulled it out of proportion. So try it and see. But I'm going to hang these all over the place, is what I've decided. We're halfway through. Whoa! Oh, quite having a chat though. What did I say? Blue side up. Light blue side up first. Yeah. They're really gorgeous, aren't they? And it's one of those things that you can do it with your leftover scrap. So that was, what, a 6-inch strip of fabric. Elizabeth says she's fun size. What are you trying to do? Reaching into your cupboards? Oh, am I that person, Elizabeth, that you always find at supermarkets to reach stuff? You know, in the days where we could actually go to the supermarket, I was always the one that short people would find. And I think also because I was very popular with old ladies. I'm not saying you're old, Elizabeth, I know you're not. But old ladies who couldn't reach stuff would always ask me. I think because it was less daunting than asking a tall man. So they'd hunt out the big bird and ask her, which was me. And Adam says, hey, Tash is on. Good morning, Adam. So for those of you that don't know Adam, Adam is one of the presenters that I have the pleasure of working with over at Hochanda. It's lovely to see. Look, I've got my glue gun out. You thought I sewed, didn't you? No, not always. Glue gun out, but it's got fabric. So it's all okay. And sometimes when Adam's on an early, he does a little walk around the studio at Hochanda. And sometimes I manage to catch and just, you know, gate crash those. And we have a little chat. And sometimes we generally talk about my donkeys, don't we, Adam? I say my donkeys, they're actually my mother's donkeys. They just live with me. And Gert and Daisy are in their 20s. But here's the thing. Donkeys, they're just middle-aged because they go on for donkey's years. I think that's where the expression came from. So we're just every time sealing and flipping. Glue and flip. Glue and flip, everyone. Glue and flip. Sounds very energetic, doesn't it? And there's another one done. Ta-da! Let's have a look. Yeah. Remember to take that clip out. Good, I've managed to actually glue it on. And so here we go. We've got 3 so far. And the dark side is that side. The light is there. So again, I will keep that consistency and glue dark to light as we go around. Remember, we are gluing onto that middle bit and we are just going to glue onto the very tip bit there. Like that. And so on and so forth. They really, if you aren't chatting in between, they really don't take very long. And Freddie hasn't seen this yet. Of course, he's on his school holidays now. But I'm expecting to be asked if he can make some later. Which, of course he can. Of course he can. It's a real proper fun family make. Although I might get him to make some out of paper. I think that might be safer. And then he can use his own glue. That doesn't need to be a glue gun. I often get asked by little ladies in the supermarket to reach things too, says Karen. That's because you go shopping in the most amazing dresses that you've worn, that you've made, and also heels like that. So you can reach anything, Karen. Honestly, you are just the best dressed shopper I know. And I salute you for it because it just brings a bit of light in, doesn't it, into the world. And I love that. I really love that. We have got 2 more of these to go. So Karen, how tall are you without your humongous, beautiful, by the way, beautiful shoes? Because when I wore some heels when I went to see Kaif on Wednesday, and he always comments on my shoes. And he's like, "Oh, heels." And I was like, "Yeah, Kaif, you are 6'3". You are one of the only men that I can wear heels around, and not dwarf them." My husband calls them taxi to table shoes, and in fact, I wear now that I've got kids. I wear posh shoes so rarely. They are actually in a glass cabinet because they're so pretty, so pretty. Actually, in a glass cabinet so they don't get dusty. And my daughter is eyeing them up. Yep, right, 22 months, eyeing them up already. And she's obviously my daughter because she gets so excited when she sees shoes. Shoes! She's shoes! And I tell you what, at 22 months, she can put her shoes on the right feet. It's amazing. Oh, Hazel says, what about a dab of glitter after you've glued the two bits together on each side? Hazel, yes. Yes. All these things can be done. Absolutely, they can be done. This is like your, this is the very basics. This is like the bare minimum. I should probably move that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. The bare minimum. And as long as you remember, and again, in the instructions, there are photographs of how to fold it and which sides to cut. As long as you remember to do that correctly, and as long as you start folding from the same side every time, although it doesn't matter. I mean, I didn't on that one and it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't really matter. But as long as when you glue it together, you go dark to light, you're all good. You're all good. So downstairs in Kaif's house, so down in the basement, it's over like 3.5 floors. So basically over the years, he's been there over 30 years. And whenever tenants have moved out over the years, Kaif has taken over whatever floor they've left. Hang on, whoa, stop. You can get glitter glue sticks for your glue gun. Danielle, what? Adam, did you know this? I mean, come on, you work in craft. Did you know this? How have I missed this? Stop press. Stop the press. Really? Really? How have I not got glitter glue sticks in my life? Well, you know what I'm going to be getting after the show, don't you? You know what's going to be happening there. That's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more to go. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, Susan's got feet issues, so can no longer wear heels. I miss them. Yeah, you see, my mum always said to me that she stopped wearing heels after she had kids and blamed us for it. I'm pretty much doing the same. Oh, Hobbycraft has glitter glue sticks. Laurie! Oh. Karen said, oh, hang on, Karen. Karen says, I'm only 5'7", but my shoes take me to 6'2". I don't do casual very well. Karen, I absolutely salute you. I need to get you on here to do some dressmaking because your dresses are just superb. They're beautiful. If you haven't seen Karen on Facebook, she just makes the most beautiful dresses, and it doesn't matter whether it's like tulip pink or it was Liberty, wasn't it? It was that beautiful Liberty fabric. I'm just trying to remember the name of it. I want to say it was Ascot Roses or something. It was something like that. Just beautiful. And she's got this gorgeous dress on, and then these killer heels. She's like, yeah, I'm off to Waitrose. I'm assuming it's Waitrose because, you know, it looked posh. Well, I'm learning today. Geraldine says, my hubby has just laid flooring in our room and wardrobes. He found out how many pairs of shoes I have and never wear them. He's calling me Amelia Murkoff. Not sure if that's how you spell her name. But she had a lot of shoes. I'm now sorting them out. OMG, glitter funky foam would be a fab glitter. Oh my God, you've got all the ideas. Morning from Aberdeen, says Rona. Good morning. Running late today, working while watching. Well. And Christine says, oh yes, get Karen on, please. Karen, where do you live? Where do you live? When all of this madness is over, come and do a show. We'll get you glamming us all up. And actually, I have to say, Karen did a beautiful cushion with a rabbit. Or was it hair? I think it was a rabbit. And it was really, really beautiful. So do go and have a look on Karen's Facebook page. Or pop the link in here, Karen. You know, we've all got to support each other, haven't we, in these funny old times. We're on the last one. I because obviously we're not out that much. I love chatting with you lot. Christine, I love your shouty capitals about getting Karen on. I don't know. I don't feel pressurised here, Karen, because, you know, I've not asked. One of my old colleagues from my create and craft days, talking of no pressure, proposed to his girlfriend on air. Did you see those clips on Facebook? So lovely. Imelda Markov. Coughs. That isn't correct spelling, but name sounds better. Oh, I don't know. You see, I'm no good at any of these. Oh, hang on. You're all. You see, you guys are a wealth of glitter glue. I have been, because of having been at Sewing Quarter for, what, 3 years or however long I was there, I kind of came away from the day-to-day crafting and the paper crafting. So I'm a little bit out of the old glitter glue market. And that was when I started at Hochanda. I was like, hang on a minute. That's amazing, because everything had changed. Everything had upgraded and got easier and better. And, well, I guess, yeah. But I do still love a bit of stamping and a bit of paper craft. They always take the mick out of me at Hochanda because of the paper that I print all of my instructions on. They're like, oh, it's such lovely quality. I'm like, yes, I love paper. I'm such a paper geek. Which is fine. I think I had 2 or 3 weeks with lockdown where I couldn't get my normal paper, and I had to print some instructions on normal copy paper, and I was gutted. And I didn't know, because all the paper mills shut down. I didn't know when I would be able to get my paper again. My paper. So yeah, if you are one of those people that got instructions just on normal copy paper, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was all I had. In these unprecedented times, as we keep being called them. Right, so we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are on the 6th. So because we've done it as we go round, it's less daunting now. And so all I would say is make sure that you do the right side to the right side. On it goes. And again, you can... I was worried this morning that you guys wouldn't have glue guns. I would be like, oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't have a glue gun. You can, of course, put a stitch in, but actually I've discovered that you are like the glue aficionados, and I need never have worried at all, because you've got more glue guns than I can shake a stick at. If I was shaking sticks at glue guns, I'm sure I've got a better use of my time than shaking sticks at glue guns. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our fabric No Sew If You Don't Want To star. Doesn't end there, okay, because you know the sewing awl that I have in my pouch that I discovered that not everybody has, that came with their sewing machine, but that I have, and so I started stocking them on the website. I might need to stock some more. Now is the time to get it out. What I would say is just check that you're happy at how it hangs. Like I'm happy with that. But if there's another way that, like, maybe is that going to look better, that no, I like it hanging like that. Then what I would say, get your awl out. And if you don't know what an awl is, let me show you, because I'm all about the awl. now that I've discovered what it is. I use it, well, all the time. Oh God, sorry. Yeah, I went there. And it's this. So basically, it's got a little hole in the end there. Whoop. And that's a bit sharp. And you just pop it onto whatever you want to make the hole in. And it makes a hole without you having to try and... We've all done that thing, haven't we, where we try to snip a little cross. No, don't do that. So literally just going to pop that onto my cutting mat, make myself a little hole. There you go, that's what it does. Through which to put my string or whatever thread, metallic thread, whatever it is that you want to put. I've got some of this, so I'm going to pop some of this through. But you might not have some of that. But where's my pokey tool? Come on. Other new favourite thing. What have I done with it? Welcome to the first day back in my workroom, working since Hochanda. So everything is all over the place. I am having, did I just tell you this? I might have done. There you go, snip that off, hang it up. I'm having August off from Hochanda to move into the warehouse, and so that I don't have to get extra childcare in for while the kids are on school holidays. So I won't have that mad rush of trying to get everything in. There you go, that is, and you can make that out of your fabric scraps. It doesn't have to be out of the set, you can mix it up. Each one could be different. But there they are. There you go, everybody. That's the start. Do you want to hang on? Let's have a little close look here. Ah. And yes, there is ample room for glittery dots, gems, and everything else. There we go. Add them all in. Have fun with it. And enjoy. Whee! I need to decide where I want to put that. Up there somewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, so that's that. I will let you know if I can manage to get hold of any more panels. And what else will I let you know? What else I can let you know? I can't tell you what tomorrow's show's going to be yet, because it depends what was in the delivery that was being delivered this morning. As to which show I do. I've got 2 planned, and it depends which delivery comes first. Oh, there you go. Ruth Sadler on Create and Craft. Sorry, uses a glue gun in her artwork and supplies amazing glitter glue sticks. You see, I did not know that either. Got loads of sparkly gems I've used for ballet outfits. Oh, Fiona, are you a ballet mum? Yeah, can see mega embellishment for these stars. I love that. I love that. No, forget your ballet, love. You're not going to do a recital anyway now. So, yeah. Glow in the dark fabric would also be nice for the decoration. Oh, yes. I've still got some Lewis and Irene glow in the dark star fabric. That's the one. Thank you, Debbie. And Hazel says, thank you, Natasha. I've enjoyed this morning. I've enjoyed it too. Gosh, it went in a blink of an eye, didn't it? That's the thing. We're not fixed to times here. So, you know, we just have fun. And then I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. with a magical mystery show. Who knows what it might be? I'm not going to say and jinx it, but I've got 2 fabulous shows lined up for you. One is something you've been asking for a long time, and the other is actually also something you've been asking for a long time, but with a twist and with a fabric that I've never seen before. Ooh. So I'm just going to drop that and leave that there. Like I say, I'll let you know if I can manage to get hold of any more panels. So just keep checking in on Facebook. I'm sure you will. And thank you all very much for your lovely company this morning. You've kept me entertained this morning. Oh no, I'm not a ballet mum. I'm a ballet dancer. Started when I retired. Fiona, you have my full respect. And in my head, you are one of these, because you said that you started when you retired. I want to think that you are one of these amazing women that look incredible and are super bendy. That's you know, like ladies that do yoga always, and they are just phenomenal. So good on you. Good on you. There we go. Thank you very much. I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning. Stay safe. Bye bye.